today's drink is the London Essence Raspberry and Rose Soda. It's really nice, but with a lot of rose stuff, I find you've got to go easy on the rose flavoring. Otherwise it does just taste like you've shoved your face in like a shrubbery. And this is a little too rosy, but it's still nice. It's still nice. Hi, I'm Lex, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about my something. My Pan That palette. That's the one. That's the word I'm looking for. And my Pan That palette is basically a palette that I'm trying to use up. It's a 12 pan palette of pretty neutral shades. It is the Technic Mega Mattes. And let me talk you through my progress. And try not to get crumbles of it everywhere. I don't know why it's so crumbly. This is what my palette is looking like today. It's not looking too bad. I will say that because I've been trying to hard focus specific shades, there doesn't seem to be as much progress overall. But if you look at this end white shade here, I am powering through it, you know, there is so much pan visible now. And actually, I don't think I ever really talked about it, but each of these is 1.5 grams, which is larger than your average eyeshadow, because a lot of the eyeshadows that I have, especially in palettes, are like 0.8 to a gram, you know? Whereas these are 1.5 grams each. And yeah, some of them had pans, but they're all still pretty full. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this done by the end of the year, but I'm happy to continue on if people are interested. I do think I'm going to make a good chunk of progress because these pans are still expanding massively, especially on the shades I'm using regularly. Anyways, let me talk you through the usage. So, this first shade I've used 11 times this past month. This one I've used twice. This I've used once. These two I haven't used at all. This one I've used 7 times. These two I haven't used at all. This one I've used once. This one I've used 5 times. This I haven't used. And this last white shade I've used 13 times. Basically what I've been doing is using this white shade as a lid setting shade every time I do my makeup. Every single time. Then I usually go in with this dark color as a crease color. And this color to be my lid color. And that gives me a really nice neutral look for work. So that is been my go-to. Sometimes what I've been doing is using this shade here as a crease color and then putting my Kinda Cream eyeshadow as a lid shade to give a little bit of glitter and glamour. And that's been working out really, really well. As you can see, in this dark shade here, I think that's gotten a really good pan. I've hit side pan on it, which is big progress. And this shade is getting a little bit of love as well, so that pan is visibly expanded. This white is the shade that I'm focusing on right now. I can't wait to get all the way down. There is a bit of product clinging to the sides that I can't get to, but this whole side is cleared out. I will keep moving downwards until I can't get any more of it up with my brush, and then I'll probably repress it and use it up completely before moving on to this pink, I'm gonna say, as my next lid setting shade. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move this way, because these two, and this yellow are all just gonna be lid setting shades for me, realistically. They don't have enough of an impact, they don't have enough pigment, they're very light, so I can't really use them for anything else. This is a good lid shade, this is a good lid shade, and this is a very light crease color. These 3 good crease colors, this is also a nice light crease color. So that's how I'm going to end up using all of these. But it's just with so many shades, I can only use so many at once. And having ones that I'm focusing on will mean there is more visible progress in those shades at least, and I can hopefully get those shades finished, even if I don't get the whole palette done by the end of the year. I'd rather do that than spreading my focus across every single shade. So yeah, I think I'm just going to continue on with the same sort of routine next month. This is my deepening out shade. This is my crease shade. This is my setting shade. Sounds like a plan. Now, also in my Pan That palette, I bring in every month a different companion palette. This is just a palette that I want to use because that one's very neutral. I want to have something with a little bit more interest, and I just want to use it no pan left behind style. Use each shade once, and that'll be my accomplishment for the month. So, for the month of April, I was using this little 9-pan palette, which is entirely composed of shimmers and glitters. Most of them had to be repressed because I did drop this palette like a numpty and smash everything. These two top corners are glitter shades, but everything else is a really gorgeous smooth shimmer. And these were really, really nice. Some of them don't show up quite like you'd expect them to. This purple is very blue. This pink is very orange. This shade right here I was expecting to be a lot more bronzy gold, but it's not. Yeah, but they're all very, very nice colours. And this orange doesn't show up as orange at all, it just shows up as silver. But they were very, very nice, and I'm glad I've gotten to know this palette a little bit. And I used each shade once, which is all I wanted to do, so yay, that can roll out. And for next month I'm going to bring in a palette that's already granted been a companion palette before. It was my companion palette in, I want to say January? Yeah, I had this in January. And it is the Beauty Crop Wishery palette. It is just a 5-pan palette with some really, really nice shades. This is a very silvery pink. This is a matte kind of corally pink. This is a very orange duochrome. This is a pinky purple duochrome. And this is like a darker reddishy colour. And these worked really, really nicely with the neutrals in my Technic Mega Mattes. So I want to get some more use out of it. The writing is starting to rub off a little bit because my mum keeps borrowing this palette, but I don't mind because it's getting some love. And if you saw the way that she uses eyeshadows, like, she uses the tiniest little bit every time. Bless. None of her eyeshadows look particularly used. She's so cute. It works for her, but I'm just saying it's a good thing she's not a project panner. So yeah, that'll be my goal, is just to continue using my Technic Mega Mattes palette the way I have been this past month, because that's making good progress, and then get one use on each of these. Maybe more if I'm feeling it, who knows. But yes, pinky colours is what I'm really in the mood for, so I'm going to be bringing this in. I did spin it randomly on the wheel, and I was like, do I veto it, because I've already had it in this project recently? But then I was like, oh, the pinks are going to be so nice, and I'm really feeling it. I want to use this palette. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for watching this quick little update, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!